The Proteus CMMS mobile application is supported for tablets and phone and other mobile devices supporting the iOS, Android, or Microsoft Windows applications. The system allows technicians to do the work and capture information at the job site. So it's critical for today's information gathering. As you can see from the dashboard here, they can get their work orders, they can look at closed work orders, they can look at service requests coming in if they're allowed to. They can look at assets, and they have a search and scan barcode function. Now we say barcode, but that includes QR codes, of course. And QR codes are much more readable using the cameras of some mobile devices versus an infrared or type scanner. The screen is touch screen, so I'm using my cursor and demonstrating this on a desktop, but as you will be able to see, when I touch work orders, it will bring up the work orders that are specifically assigned to me. The dates in red show they are due today, or they're overdue, okay? The paper clip shows that there's an attachment on this particular work order, as well as this one. If the date is blue, it means that it's going to be due tomorrow, and if it is green, it will show that it's in the future. There are sort capabilities, so I can sort by preventive or corrective maintenance, as well as pull up failed inspections. I can also sort by location, by shift, by priority, and by due date. So there's a lot of flexibility for the technician to find and manage their work on the mobile application. When we bring up a work order, it has the details, and I'm going to make this larger so it's more easily seen. And the technician has the ability, based on rights and roles, to edit or add information to the system. So for example, if he needs to add a cost center, he could select the cost center and add it in, or the shift that he's working on. Again, all touchscreen pull down lists, work types, another type of classification that can be pulled into the work order, okay? When the technician is done, they can record actual downtime. They can put miscellaneous material and labor costs into a work order if they're required to do so. And if they go to tasks and labor, they can add tasks to the work order to record their time. There's a timer that they can use to start, stop, and complete and save the information, and that says that it updates to the database in real time so that the technician can identify that their work is completed. If there's an inspection associated with it, I'll show you one in a minute, there would be the inspection questions that can be answered and captured in real time. Any parts that are needed or to be added, they can go to the stock room, scan the shelf, and add a part very easily. Any special tools that are required, and then of course any attachments. Now this one had no attachment, but the technician can use the camera on their device to take pictures to be added to the work order to show the organization what was wrong before the correction takes place. So in terms of an inspection, the inspection module allows you to put questions in. So we've got a little boiler inspection here. They can add an additional employee or a contractor to the job if they need to. It's got the start and stop capabilities on the clock, but again, if they forget to do this, we've made it user-friendly so that they can actually type in the time that they've spent, and they can save that, and it will gather the information. In this case, they needed to fill in all the fields, so it gave them a notification saying, hey, you didn't fill in any of these inspections. The inspection itself allows you to set parameters, so if we're recording a temperature, the technician must take it. If it's out of range, it will inform the technician that it's out of range. They get a create work order ability here to create a corrective work order. If it's supposed to be, the answer here is no. Yes, there's visible leaks. That's not what we want. If it's no, it turns green, okay. How many people are in the room is just a text fill in, and then there's instructions, okay, that don't need filling in. You can get a signature added to the mobile application, and that becomes a permanent part of the work order. So the inspection module, the work order module, again, touch screen, very easy to use. The closed work order history becomes important. So I picked specific dates here. I can scan a machine barcode or a QR code, and it would bring up the closed work orders for that specific machine. I can scan a location, or I can look for part numbers, that work orders that use the specific part. So just pulling the dates, it brings up all of my closed work orders, then I can review them based on the specific dates. The real value here is being able to pull up the specific asset history or find out where parts have been used by the technician. The service request module allows the technician or the supervisor on their mobile to look at what's coming in and be able to approve or create a work order directly from the service request while not at their desk. I can go to the asset module and scan a specific asset, or I could filter by typing in a something here, and I say go. Again, this is touchscreen. And Marine 3, as I've typed in, doesn't exist. It says, do you want to create a new asset? You can actually create new assets on the factory floor if you are trying to update or you receive something new, okay? The picking a piece of equipment gives you all of the detail on the equipment that's in the desktop view, okay? The model number, serial numbers, everything that you might want, and it allows you to create a work order on it. So again, if you're scanning the QR code or the barcode off of a piece of equipment, you can easily put in the problem and create a corrective work order. Again, gathering data on the floor that's going to help move your organization from firefighting to predictive maintenance. There's a number of capabilities in the mobile application. You can search an asset. You can search a work order for a work order by a specific asset. We have clients that use this function to go to make sure that the technician is actually at the asset. So for example, if the work order is to inspect fire extinguishers and you've got one work order per fire extinguisher, you don't have to print them out. They don't have to appear, you don't have to juggle through a whole list of 500 or 1,000 fire extinguishers. You can walk up, walk the route, scan the QR code or the barcode on the fire extinguisher, and it brings up the specific work order for that. They can complete the inspection of it and close out the work order. So this function makes sure that the technician is really out there doing the inspections that you expect them to do. Again, you can pull up work orders by location. You can do an asset bill of material lookup. and attachments. You may have some attachments on a work order, but not all the attachments. Well, this function allows you to bring up all the manuals, pictures, what diagrams, whatever might be available attached to a specific asset. There's also purchasing capabilities, receiving, and so forth that I'm not going to demonstrate right now. It's just another entry, receive parts and so forth. But again, the mobile application is designed to help the technician where they work gather quality data for your organization. Any questions, please feel free to contact Eagle Technology at www.eaglecmms.com. Thank you.